Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, happy Easter. Today we're doing another quad Cortex tone recreation video. So today is another request by a YouTube subscriber, Titan Powers. So this time I actually got the username correct, as opposed to like, oh, someone requested this song and I don't know their name, sorry. So yeah, Titan Powers has asked for This Could Be Anywhere in the World by Alexisonfire. Now, I used to be hugely into this band, I still am. Obviously, I branched out a little bit, but I remember when this came out and like this album in general, like awesome song, still one of their best songs to date, I reckon, even though like a lot of the stuff they put out is awesome. But we're going to try and recreate this tone, and I can already tell you it's probably going to be quite a simplistic tone because it will actually be kind of similar to some of the other stuff I've been doing of late. And I know the song enough that I could kind of, you know, come up with a tone on there. I think that might do it justice. Obviously, we'll see how we go, but I think what we're going to do is just dive right in. So we already know this song's going to have some kind of high gain amp. So noise gate, we'll use the path noise gate because it's pretty good for our purposes. Now for the amp, I was tossing up between the EVH red channel or the JCM 800. Now, I feel like you could do it with either of these amps, but for this, I'm going to go for the JCM 800 this time. And I can hear it's got a bit of gain to it, so we might start around about 7.5, which I think ironically is another song video that I previously just did was around the same level of gain. For the bass, we'll do about 4. Now, these settings we're going to tweak, by the way, but these are kind of starting points. They're going to put the mid up to 6 to make sure the guitar cuts through. Very important. Put the treble up as well. Give us a little clarity. We're going to put the presence up as well. I don't usually touch this, but for this kind of song, I think you want some presence. And what this does is this enhances the clarity and the bite, especially when you're dealing with high gain tones like this. Now for the master, we're probably going to set that to like 5-ish. Now for the cabinet, this could go so many different ways. I'm leaning towards the Zilla V30 cabinet because it's just a good all-round cabinet. Okay, so not very loud and not quite the tone we want, but we're going to do the old tube screamer trick where we put that in front, and I don't know if we're going to set any gain on this, but we're going to put it at 2 and we'll see how we go. I think this one might need a little bit of like gain on there. And 7, just to push the front end of the amp a little bit. That sounds really nice. Now, I can't actually hear through this. I can tell if I'm playing along with the song, it's going to get drowned out, so... Yeah, something about it is a bit weird. Maybe we'll try a different cabinet. No, I think V30s is what we want. Let's do a little comparison to the song. I think I'm in the right tuning.
Underneath the salvation sign, we are the dead ones, we are the lost cause, we are the
kind of... Love that tone. Yeah, it's kind of close, actually. If you look at our settings here, we haven't really done much to it. But I'm just trying to think here. Maybe you want to push the tube screamer a little bit more. I think we're kind of close. There's some missing elements here, and we'll kind of work that out as we go. But I think we need an EQ here. And we'll probably use the parametric 3 for this, I think. Because we're not going to touch... Oh, maybe we'll use the graphic, actually. I think we'll use the graphic. So I think... Oh... No, we want to cut around about the 80 mark, I think, from what I can hear. So high pass and that to be 80. And then I think we want to do a mid boost around about 500-ish. That's going to give us a little bit of body, and I think we'll probably do like, what, 1.5, maybe Q size one. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. And I think we want a high cut to tame some fizzle. Now, I don't know if we want like a low pass or we do like a low pass around about 10,000. That sounds pretty good. I actually like that tone. We're gonna move that to the end because that's our post amp EQ. I think we're gonna put like a subtle reverb on there as well. Maybe like a room reverb. This is the trick if you watch any of my other videos that I tend to do of it kind of adds a little bit of space, fills it out, kind of gives you a stereo effect almost. I do around about 20, 25 on the mix, and I go, I don't know, decay, usually 0.5-ish. You might put the low pass up to around about 7,500-ish, I think. Need to increase that. That is such a tight sound. Like, just for a rhythm tone, like... Sounds so good. I like that. I think I'm also going to put the master up just a little bit more because I'm struggling to hear it, and you may not be hearing it either in the mix. That's better. So, little disclaimer here, if you download this preset, you may want to adjust the master because it may be too loud. This guitar doesn't have active pickups, so I'm going to have to turn everything up a little bit on there, obviously. But I think we're pretty much there on the tone. I think we'll try and avoid doing too many EQ cuts and whatnot, but let's do a playthrough now and hope that we've done it justice. Now, I'm not really overly familiar with the song, but, you know, we're kind of doing the tone here, not a playthrough. There's plenty of playthroughs of this song, and I've watched a few of them to see, you know, how other people's tones sound, and, you know, a lot of people have nailed this, so hopefully mine is kind of in that vicinity. Too early. Obviously, excuse the sloppy playing, but that part at the end there was like... I like that little... It's a pretty good lean tone, and that... I think it's a pretty good. I think that sounds pretty good from a tone perspective. Obviously, there's room for improvement there. I think maybe one thing we could actually do is we could go back into here and maybe move the high pass up a little bit. Maybe it doesn't really matter so much. I think maybe 10k was a little too aggressive. Maybe 12k is where we want to be. I mean, you can see we could probably actually, you know what, do 2 on the overdrive there. A little bit more grit. No, we'll take that down to 2. Yeah, you can see Tube Screamer, pretty important for pretty much any heavy tone, I think, from an EQ. Gain 7.5. Master, I put that up so I could hear it over what I was playing over. We got V30 speakers in there. Just did their 412 Zillicust because I find they're probably my favorite speakers on here. And one thing actually I just realized too, a bit of a rookie error here, is I was using the mono cabinet. Same thing, but obviously stereo cabinet. Room reverb on here, just kind of for some space. You can see the mix is quite low. It kind of, it's not overly noticeable, but it kind of gives you a little bit of a stereo effect. And we got some basic EQ on here. We've got a high pass at 80. We do a boost at around about the 500 mark. That boosts the mid, gives us a little bit more body on there. Moderate Q size, or bass Q size here of 1. Could probably put that up if you want to. And then a low pass at 12k. You could actually do 10k like we did originally, but you know, it doesn't necessarily matter. It would be negligible difference there. So that's the tone. I'm going to save that and put that up onto the cloud as well. Yeah, it absolutely Titan powers if you're watching, man. I'd love to know what you think. Obviously, these are quick videos as well, so I'm not kind of preset in the description. And if you made it to the end of the video, hopefully I'll see you around the next one. Thank you for watching.